Hi, how you all doing? It's Jeff Sinker back again with another Iron Maiden song, and this one we're going on the Fear of the Dark album. Almost finished that now, we've got a few more to do on that. Of course, Judas Be My Guide, which was requested by a number of you out there. Good call. Really is a fun song to do. In fact, so much fun to play that I'm going to be putting the lead guitar and also the harmonies on the premium channel. So you're going to get a nice little package when that comes out. It's not ready just yet, so I do apologise, but it will be in just a few more days. It will be out there. But you're going to get the lead. I'll break it down note by note. You're going to have all of the harmonies played on here. And also you're going to have the tablature, of course. And you are going to have the backing track, where I'll be taking the role of Yannick Gears, and you'll be able to play as Dave Murray, or you'll have one that's just the drums and the bass. But that will be available very, very shortly. So watch this space. All the links, information will be posted down there. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get into this and let me show you how to play Judas Be My Guide. So don't go away.
Preview.
Right, let's have a look at the opening lick that is played by Dave Murray. I'll play it through in section by section, breaking it down. So the first part is this. Okay, we start off on the G string, 7th fret. Cross over to the 6th fret, I use my second finger for that. Back to the 7 on the G. I do a double stop across the B and the G, so I'm playing 5 on the B, 5 on the G. Then I move to 7 on the D string, and when I play on that, as I'm doing it, I use my second and my third, so I get. So instead of doing a double stop there, I play 7 and 7, but using that second and third finger. Then I go back to the 6 on the B, 7 on the G, we got 5 and 5 again, double stop again on that. Now when I played that last 5 on the G, I then use my little finger to bring in the 8 on the B, third finger picks up the 7 on the G, then I go back to the B string and I'm going to do a 6, and I got a 5, a little bit of a vibrato on the end of that. So I'll play it through nice and slow. Okay, now the next part is one continual loop, but I'm just going to break it down just so you can follow it a little bit easier, but this is all continual. So we go back and we start off exactly the same way. So I've got this 7, 6, 7, 5, 5. That's all the same as we did previous, but this is where it changes now. What we're going to do, we're going to move up to the 8 on the D string, and we're going to play 8, 7, 6, running across the D, the G, and the B. So 8, 7, 6. Then third finger picks up the 7 on the G. Then we've got this double stop again. And then we go back to that 8. Back to the 7 on the G. And then we've got the 6, 5. And then we go back to the 8 on the B string. So let me again play that part. Now, as I said, the next part goes straight back onto this part, but it is the same as the first part that we played. So we go back on that the G string, and we're playing this 7, 6, double stop 5, and then we do 7, 7, back to the 6, 7 on the G, 2 5s, then we've got that 8, and then we've got the 7 on the G, 6, and then 5. At this time we're going up to the 8 on the D string, and we get this 7, 7 to the 8, 7, 6, back to the 7. Then we cross over and we've got this 8 on the B string. Then we've got this little hammer-on pull-off, 6, 8, 6, down to the 5. So that last part. Now, immediately he's played that little pull-off and then down to the 5. We get a harmonic on the 5th fret on the G string. So at that point then, the whole band kicks in with a higher tempo, and we go into the next phase of the introduction to the song. What I want to do now though, I just want to show you exactly what Yannick Gears and Adrian Smith are doing behind this. So Yannick and Adrian are playing this line, and I'll just play it through. Okay, and at that point, that's when he goes into the faster tempo. All we're doing is just doing an A5 to a D5. We hold that, and then we do an A5 to a B flat 5. Go back, A, D. Now this time, what we're just going to do is play on the 8s. There's your B flat. And then we move down to a G. Then we go into the next phase. Now we're going to look at the little intro solo that Dave Murray plays as we go into the more up-tempo part. What I'm going to do, I'll just play it through and then we'll break it down. Okay. We're doing, we're starting off over a D minor pentatonic run. So I'm just playing across 10, 12, 10, 12 again on the D, finishing on 10 on the G. Then we got this series of bends on 13th fret. So I'm just going pulling off to the 10 and then to the 12 with a bend. Then we move up and we're going into second position D minor pentatonic, and we're going to go and run up on the scale. So we're going to go from a 13-15 on the B to a 13-15 on the E, with a full tone bend at the end. Then we got that 13 back to the 15. So we got that 15 again. And we got this little lick, which is 10 to the 13, back to the 10, and then 13 on the B string, to the 10 back on the E. So we've got that 10, 13, pull it off back to the 10, 13 on the B, back to the 10 on the high E, and then 13, 10 on the B. So then we got this nice little bluesy lick again on the D minor pentatonic. We're doing a 12 with a bend, pulling it off to the 10, and then I just do a 12, 10 back to the 12. Then to finish off, we have got 10, 12 on the B, 13, 15 on the B, to the 13 on the high E, and then a full tone bend on the 15, and then 15 back out to the 13. So. Is the intro there by Dave Murray. Now let's check out what is being played by Yannick and Adrian behind this, which is also the main theme of the verses. So let's go and do that now. So I'll just play it through and then I'll show you how it's done. So what we're doing now, we start off with a D minor chord. Then holding down that 5 on the A string, I've got 3 quick chugs. And then lift our fingers up and we play 5, 5, 5, which is really like playing the C chord. And I do that twice. Then I'm playing the 5, 5, sliding down to the 3, and I go back to the D minor to the C, then we back and repeat. From there we go to a D5 power chord, down to a C, to a G, and then we got a B flat to F. Repeat, C, G, B flat. And from there we go to this progression, which is a D. Then we're moving up into, well, we go here, we're playing 7th fret on the A string, and we're going to reach up and play 10 on the, what you could see, you've got here is an augmented, so you could see it as a E augmented 5, but it's going from 5, 7 on the D, so 7 and 10, up to an F5, to a G5, down to a B flat, then we've got F, C, and from there we go back to that D minor. We play that twice and then we go back into another verse. Now we're into the interlude section. It's very, very similar to what we played right at the beginning in the phrasing that we're playing here. But I'll just play it through and then we'll break it down. Okay, as you can see, very, very similar. Now, there is a harmony on this. What I'm doing, I'm playing the Yannick Gears line because that is more of what you're hearing, though. If I played you the other harmony, it wouldn't sound right. So if you're just playing this by yourself, this is the one that you're going to take. So, all we're doing a 5, 7 on the G, to the 6 on the B, back to the 7 on the G, and then across to the 5 on the B and 5 on the G. Then we do that 7, 7 like we did before on the D and the G. Next one, again, start off exactly the same. Now instead of going to the 7 on the G, we're going to go up to the 8 on the D. Go back again. To the 8 again. Then we're going to go back and do 2 on where we do the 7. Then it goes back to the 8. Probably a little bit better than the one I just did there. So we've got 1 going to the 7 on the G, then we've got 2 going to the 8 on the D string, then we go back and we do 2 going to the 7. So it's flip-flopping between them two through that interlude section. And coming out of the interlude section, we go into this run, which is the build-up to the guitar solo. It starts off with a B flat, a B flat 5, to a C, D, back to the C, back to the B flat, to the C, and then we go into this quick fire section, which goes like this. What I'm doing there quite simply, I'm playing on the open string to a 5, so I'm on open A, so it's down, up, and then I just do 2, then back, and from that point now we are into Dave Murray's solo. What we're going to do though, we are going to look at what is being played behind the solo. So I'll just play it through. All I'm doing, I'm just taking that, it's very similar to that main riff that I showed you earlier. I'm just doing a D minor, so that's C. Then moving down to this B flat, but just holding down 3, 3 and 3. And it just keeps on repeating that backwards and forwards through the entire part of Dave Murray's solo. Coming out of that, then we go back to that D minor riff. Now that line takes us to the end of the song. It just keeps on playing out on that. Now the last 2 bars though, we go back to that. And it finishes on that D minor. So we've got that riff being played through until we get to that last 2 bars, which is just voicing the chords. And that takes us to the end of the song. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning how to play the rhythm guitar, most of the guitar parts for Judas Be My Guide. Really is a good song. I enjoyed learning this one to actually show you how to play it. The guitar solo and the harmony guitars will be available on my premium channel. Now, they're not ready exactly yet, but as soon as they are, the link will be put down there. So I would recommend that you keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll also send a message through in the community link as well, just to let you know exactly when that has been completed. And of course, the tabs. And as usual, I'll be putting together the backing track for you so you can play along. But just to keep you going, thought I'd keep whetting your appetite here with some Iron Maiden, thought I'd just show you this part here. Anyway, I'm going to let you go so you can get in and start learning how to play this fantastic song. But until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker, wishing you well, and I do look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Until then, goodbye.